friends, and welcome back to Mrs. G's kitchen. Today, cooking with Mrs. G, we're going to make Nutella stuffed cookies. As always, let's go over the kitchen rules. Always wash your hands before touching or prepping any foods. Second, always cook with an adult. Third, this one's very important today. Never ever take anything with nuts to school. In Mrs. G's kitchen, we're allowed to cook with nuts because you can't catch allergies from watching this video, right? But at school, if we took some nut stuff to school, some of our friends could get very sick, and we don't want to do that. So never ever take anything to school that has nuts in it. All right, this is going to be a delicious recipe because it does have Nutella. Nutella is such a sweet, just an awesome treat. So first, let's go and wash our hands. Soap, nice warm water. What song should we sing today, friends? Let's go with the ABC song. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Right, let's give them a rinse. Ooh, my water's too hot. Shake them off, dry them. So we are going to be working with the stove today, which means we should preset our oven to 350 degrees and get out a cookie sheet and line it. If you have parchment paper, that's what I use, or you can use cooking spray or tin foil, cooking spray, whatever's easy for your house. Next, of course, we're always going to use Mrs. G's mixer, and we're going to use Nutella. Try your best not to put your hands and your fingers into that ooey gooey taste, because I know it's going to taste delicious. And then for making cookies, we usually use flour, sugar, vanilla, eggs, baking soda. And for this recipe, what we're going to use is some milk and some cocoa powder. And two different kinds of sugars, brown sugar and white sugar. So let's get started. First off, what they say to do is take a spoon and scoop out 24 spoons of Nutella and place it on your baking sheet. But I have decided to go ahead and freeze my Nutella scoops like this so that it would make it easier for Mrs. G to work with. I suggest doing that too, okay? So we have 24 of those ready to go to stuff our cookies with. Next, what we're gonna do is in my mixer is we're gonna cream together our butter and our sugars. So we need to do 1 cup of butter or margarine, a half a cup of white sugar, and we need 1 cup of brown sugar. So let's get started with our sugars first. Where's my measuring cup? So let's do the brown sugar first. And what did it say we needed? You're right. 1 cup of packed brown sugar. Put right into the mixer. And we need a half a cup. Where's my half cupper? Right there. Of white sugar. Half a cup. Okay. And how much margarine or butter did we need? 1 cup. Good remembering, friends. Make sure it's level inside. nice and smoothed over. And we're gonna add that right into here. And like always when I make my cookies, we're gonna cream them, the butter and the sugars together. So let's get started. We've locked our machine in place. Now, if you don't have one of these machines at home, you can use a fork or a knife or a hand mixer. Whatever your family has in your kitchen to use is what I suggest using. While that's doing that, see friends, it's mixing together. Come take a look. It's getting creamy. We're going to beat those until it's light and fluffy. And then we're going to add in 2 eggs. Just give this a little turn up. All right. Does that look like it's light and fluffy now, friends? It sure does. I'm going to get a plate just to put this on so I don't make a big mess. And let's get our eggs. We're going to crack 2 inside. So how many is that? 1. Be careful not to get any shells in there. You'll end up with crunchy cookies. 2. So let's turn that back on and beat it together. I need a paper towel because now I've got egg yolk all over my fingers. And while that's mixing, let's get our milk and our vanilla. So we need 2 tablespoons of milk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Milk and vanilla, and that's 1 teaspoon. So let's count it. 1, 2, and then 2 tablespoons of milk. I just opened this with our last recipe and haven't drank anything out of here yet. So I'm just going to put my scoop right in. So that's 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. I'm going to put it back in the fridge because Mr.G hates when I leave it out. All right. That in there. And see friends, look at how that's looking now. It's got a runnier consistency. It's all blended together, right? So then we're going to add our flour and our cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. Okay. So what do we need here first? So we need 1 cup. Well, actually, before we do that, I don't want to get brown in my flour. So we're going to add in the flour first, which we need 1 cup smoothed over. And we'll get 1 more cup. 2 cups. And we're going to just turn that on low and let that mix up a little bit while we get our dark chocolate powder, okay? Which we need 1 cup of. Try. Doesn't want to come out for me though, so let's get a spoon and loosen it up some. Smells like dark chocolate. Okay. And then we're gonna turn this off and pour it in so it doesn't go all over the place. See what color our mixture is right now? It's like a really light creamy brown. I wonder what color it's gonna be after we add this. We'll find out. Okay, turn it on and see. And we need to have 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. I can guess how much salt it is. Oh, look what color that's turning. Okay, turn that back on. And 1 teaspoon, leveled off, of baking soda. And then it says to refrigerate the dough while the Nutella mixture is in the freezer, but we don't really have time for that, so that's okay. It's not a big deal. Just gonna turn it up so it mixes better together. Come take a look, friends. What color is our dough now? It's a chocolatey brown, isn't it? All right, let's hit the sides down and make sure it's all blended together. Pull it away from the sides. We'll give it one more little mix while I get my cookie scooper. Okay, got it. All right, now let's knock it all off. How do you think the dough tastes? Like chocolate? I think you're right. Okay, put that in the sink. Now come join me over here, friends, because I'm gonna need you to watch me here because I have more room. So what we're gonna do is take my cookie dough scooper. If you don't have one of these, you could just use a normal big spoon that's in your drawer or wherever you keep them. We're gonna measure it out. Take one big heaping, take it like that. Then we're gonna take a piece of our Nutella and put it inside so that it forms a ball. And then roll it, see? And then keep going until you get them all finished. Now, I did not have a chance to make any of these up ahead. So what we'll do is next time on Cooking with Mrs.G, we will have some to show you that'll be ready to go. I wonder what we should make next. Should we keep going with Nutella? Maybe. Maybe we can make Nutella cream horns. I bet that would be delicious. What do you think, Mr. G? Do you think that would be good? Mr. G's not answering. He's shaking his head. Yeah, it'll probably be good. Mr. G loves cream horns. Just hasn't had them with Nutella yet. I think these are going to be kind of big cookies though. I wonder what'll happen to the Nutella when the cookies are baked. What do you think will happen to it, friends? Do you think the Nutella will stay like this? Or do you think it'll go back down into like a liquidy form? I guess we'll find out on the next episode, hey? And then when we get these all ready to go, after we form all the balls, try to leave them with at least an inch apart. Mrs. G has a very big cooking pan here, so I can hold quite a few cookies. Most cookie sheets though are a little bit smaller, and you can only hold about 3 across and about 4 down. sometimes 5 cookies down. But these are going to be big cookies. I think they're going to be about like that. Because of the Nutella inside? Maybe. This is a fun part where you get to help your mom and dad do these. Hey, guys? So what I think I'll do now is as soon as we get enough to put into the oven, Mrs. G will stop this cooking class and let them cook and show you on our next video of how they turned out, hey? I think they're gonna turn out really yummy. And I think a lot of you are gonna love this. Here's a tip. If you're allergic to nuts or Nutella or anything like that, what you could do is just make the cookie dough itself, and you could take maybe jam filling and freeze it, or you could take you could buy some of that marshmallow cream from the store and you could fill it in there like that. It would probably turn out to be kind of like a s'more cookie, I bet then. I think my family are going to love these cookies because they like Nutella. What's new is that this is a brand new recipe for Mrs. G too. I have yet to make these cookies before. So guess what? We're making these for the first time together. That's awesome. And we almost have a cookie sheet full here. All right. So then after this, I gotta wash my hands because what do they look like? Don't even say it, boys and girls. I know what you're thinking. I'm just gonna wash my hands quick and put these in the oven. And then I'm gonna bake them for 12 minutes. I'm gonna bake them in the oven for 12 minutes and then take them out and let them cool fully. And then they'll be ready to go. All right, friends, that's it for now. I look forward to seeing you at my next video where we will check out and see how the Nutella cookies look. Okay, so until then, be safe and enjoy all the recipes that I've already made and cooked with you. Till next time, friends. Bye for now. Be safe.